Hello, Saji. Thank you so much for tuning in to the full length. So, with White Owl, I'm actually going to go ahead and look that up in the book real quick. Um, but yeah, so intuitively, just kind of getting wisdom. Again, like divination for some of you, it feels like you could be diving into your spirituality, going through a spiritual ascension. For some of you, it feels like you could be turning to spirituality like tarot, things like this, to try and gain more clarity and insight. And intuitively, I want to say you have your best answer already, Sagittarius. Okay. No one knows better than you do. So keep that in mind. And also keep in mind, not everyone has your best interests at heart. So be careful of who you are speaking to right now and looking for advice from. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this quickly. Their white color is often associated with purity and youthfulness. The white owl embodies all species of owl's traits: knowledge, wisdom, exceptional insight. They have extraordinarily long range vision for hunting prey. This ability to see through distance and time gives the reader a clear insight into what actions are needed when a message is delivered. Owls are messengers who carry critical communications in and out of the portals. Time to, oh my God. You guys, I swear to you, I didn't even read this. Time to undertake a new spiritual pursuit. Ponder the cycle of life and death. Okay, so that's a little bit deeper than I was kind of expecting to take it, but it does feel like maybe not so much life and death, but for some of you, it does feel like you're just introspective on where you want to go, where you need to go, um, for your future, right? Like it kind of feels like intuitively you're asking your future self, your higher, like your highest self, your highest elevated self, like, what is it that I need to do now in order to get myself to the best future possible, right? So I'm just saying there must be some important messages here from Spirit according to that card. So good thing you tuned in, Saji, yeah? Four of Swords did just want to show its face. So intuitively, quick message. Some of you guys could be focusing on healing. For a very small subsect of you, you could be just coming home from the military, from a deployment, something like that. Four of Swords really speaks of introspection. Realize, and that fits perfectly with the White Owl. Really speaks of introspection and kind of like deep contemplation. Really, if you look at the Four of Swords, it's a soldier in a casket with three swords hanging above him and one in his arms. And it said in the traditional meaning, he's contemplating on how he could have died in active duty, but he didn't. Okay. So let's move on to the Eight of Swords here, to the Hierophant. For some of you guys, you are actually standing in your own way. Notice how in this card she has a blindfold on and she's tied up. However, she can walk, she could take a step, and she's surrounded by swords, right? So to me, this is mental blockage. So some of you could be dealing with like I just heard like writer's block or like creativity block. And I don't even have Saggy in my chart, but I can resonate with that as a Taurus. Doing this channel, I mean, I love it. This is literally my passion. However, not every day I feel like coming to do a tarot after 8 hours of work and 2 hours of playing with the dogs and whatever, whatever. But so this feels definitely like mental blockages, realizing that you can move forward. I kind of associate this with victim mentality. I gotta just say it how it is, right? So you feel like you're trapped somewhere, but you're not. Now, this especially feels like, again, kind of going to spiritual leaders. This definitely feels like a heavy spiritual awakening for you, Saggy, at this time. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that in a sense of like, oh, you're so woke, man. Like, no, it's really like this feels like you are turning to God, you are turning to a priest, You are turning to a psychic. You are turning to whomever you consider a higher power to confide in, to look for answers. Like this is deep introspection, but spirit has messages for you, okay? If you take that blindfold off, if you get out of your head, out of your thoughts, actually say a prayer to rebuke the energy of anxiety, because anxiety doesn't live in you and it's not something that you actually need medication for. And I know that's a very unpopular opinion in today's society. Now, let me be so clear, that doesn't mean you shouldn't go get medication or you can't get medication. You absolutely can. However, there are very natural and holistic ways to, I don't want to say deal with, but to help ease and cope anxiety, opposed to just a pill that really, I don't want to get into it too much, but anyways, you catch my drift. um Now with the hierophant here, again, this is higher level. This is someone who you consider in high standing with the divine. So you place that where it fits, a rabbi, whatever it looks like for you. Okay, Saji. So what other messages do we have here for Sagittarius at this time? Ooh, okay. Just gonna see what these two cards are. Wow. So for some of you, there is your thirst for knowledge is going to lead you to the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, it's going to lead you to this new wealth, this new form of spiritual wealth, of divine knowledge. And it's all because you had the thirst and the I just heard the audacity, but that's not what I want to say. Like you had the drive, you had what it takes. Like you had the juice. You had the juice to go look for it, Saji. So new opportunities are coming your way. If you have felt stuck, whether this be in a relationship, at a job, or whatever's, spirit is sending you like your prayer. This is literally feels like your prayers are being answered with the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be getting a dog or could be planning on getting a dog in the near future. Or you could be meeting someone who already kind of has a family that includes a dog or two dogs. um, but the Ten of Pentacles is someone who is stable. They are secure. They have moved through the phases of life and they have, again, like wisdom. Notice the white hair of the gentleman on the chair, right? So Spirit, I think, is trying to tell you again, like you are your own best spiritual teacher. I think you are so much more wise and aware and spiritual than and tapped in with God, with the divine, with the universe, whatever you want to call it, than you are aware of, Saggy. Okay. Also, for some of you, if this isn't resonating all that deep, this could just mean you're coming into money. If I'm honest, in a much more general sense, this could just mean that you're coming into money and you're figuring out your emotions a bit better. So I'm just gonna see what these are. So we have the Judgment and Six of Wands. It does feel like, yeah, like final judgment and then victory. Like I just heard like victory at last. But with the Death here, this is the ending of this cycle of negative self-talk, self that victim mentality, self-imposition, putting yourself into a situation and then being like, well, how did I end up here? Why did this end like this? Well, you know why. Okay. That's good. Ooh, Spirit is being harsh with you today, Saggy. No, I'm just teasing. So Four of Pentacles, it's time to let go. This Four of Pentacles, along with this Eight of Swords, it really feels like mentally, for some of you guys, you could be dealing with a Taurus, gang. um, but yeah, so it feels like with the Four of Pentacles, either, again, I'm going to do like a not so deep and a super deep kind of interpretation of this, but the super deep interpretation could be like with this Four of Pentacles, this is really spirit asking you, like you're clinging to something almost to your detriment. So this could be time for you to let something go. Like I'm hearing like if it's meant for you, it'll be yours. You know, like if you love someone, set them free kind of vibe. Now the super chill version of this could just be you're saving your money. And it could just be you came into a lump sum of money and you're saving it. And it's like death to the old worries of finances, right? So with the King of Cups here as well, super in tune with your emotions at this time, Saji. And that perfectly goes along with the spiritual awakening as well. So with the King of Cups, it's like, oh, you guys, I was just kind of like bullshitting around shuffling, and the Six of Wands came out again. So I think there's a message there for you. Um, but with the King of Cups, one foot on the ground, one foot in the water, balanced, compassionate, but still able to rule, to get shit done, for lack of a better word. His ships are sailing, they're doing what they need to do. And with the Six of Wands here, you know, it definitely does feel like victory is going to be yours at last, at the very last card. Victory is going to be yours, Saggy. So, whatever you're working on or towards, again, just kind of getting out of your energy of thinking you're stuck. You are able to move, Saggy, and you are someone who is always on the move, always up to something new, and you are strong, you are powerful, you're a freaking Sagittarius, okay? And you're very fiery, so don't let anyone take that away from you, okay? So I hope something here did resonate, Saggy. Of course, if it did, drop a comment below. I love reading how these resonate with you, and like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.